Carrera used to do that.
Pete Carrera used to do what? And
He had like a painting, and then whatever. I forget what was behind it though. I want to say pornos, but I think it wasn't just pornos.
what, like a picture, a bunch of pictures.
I don't know.
Behind a painting, there's a bunch of pictures of naked women, or like there was
Maybe,
a cutout. I mean, like cut out in the wall where you had like a slot.
I think there was a cutout behind. I'm trying to remember. There was a
like
painting.
there's a hole in the wall.
Maybe there was a painting involved with his deviance.
Welcome to episode 130 of the Rad Dudecast. I don't know how. My name is Brendan Ayer. I'm here with my greatest friends in the world, the people that I love most. Well, my family also, but to my left, our engineer, the intrepid enforcer of all things Rad Dudecast related, Mr.
Slacky Dan. Slacky Dan. Slacky Dan.
Slacky
Mr.
Dan is here.
Slacky Dan, Slacky Dan.
Yeah. I'm going to be me, but just call me Slacky Dan for the rest
Okay,
of the
so
episode.
it's Greg Stone, but he goes by Slacky Dan, Slacky Dan.
Slacky Dan.
today.
Slacky Dan.
I like that there were a slight tweak in your pronunciation, so it did sound like a first and last name. You said, I'm Slacky Dan, Slackadan.
Slackadan. Slackadan.
And to my right, the bearded Serbian war criminal, the man with your glasses are more rectangular than I ever remembered.
Oh, really?
Please introduce yourself.
You know what? I get a lot of flack about these being real foggy.
Yeah, because you don't clean them.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
The deal is that you don't clean them. Every time I see you, I take them off your face and I clean them.
He did that. Yeah, Julie did that to me yesterday, too. I think I have a lot of steam coming out of my eyes.
Here's what I... Yeah, well,
Clearly,
that's...
that is
for
the
the
case.
podcast, that's better to talk about how you have steam coming out of your eyes. Do you take them in the shower with you?
No, never.
Oh, maybe that's why mine are cleaner, because I take them in the shower. I thought it's not... I don't know what the proper thing to do is to take them in the shower.
So you're just saying
No, I
whatever-
mean into the bathroom. Do you even take them in the bathroom?
Yeah, sometimes.
Leave them out. Yeah, leave them out of the room.
But what if I'm going to the bathroom? I
I'm
won't be
talking
able
about
to
showering.
see what I'm doing in there.
What
are you
I'm
gonna
most
say?
fascinated by
Mhm.
is that he has no you have no real qualms about your own sense of decreased vision. You're just worried that you get a lot of flack. You catch a lot of flack for having dirty glass. There's
Yeah.
no like, it bothers me because I'm seeing clouds all day long. You're just like, I'm happy. Why is everyone else butting into my situation?
Well, I mean, you guys know how I am. Accept and move on.
I know how you are.
So I don't really read into anything.
Now,
I'd like to, before we move on, I'd like to just comment on that.
Yes.
Because you're not a glasses person.
I am. I wear contacts.
Oh, that's right.
But I have glasses. I don't wear them as much.
But
as
when
guys.
did you get your glasses?
Third grade.
All right, so this isn't going to hold up than what I thought.
You had glasses at one
Hang
point?
on. I'm making a point.
Okay.
He wears contacts.
Okay.
The point is that Anthony's a newer glasses guy, didn't get them in grammar school.
Yeah.
At a young age, you never know your glasses are getting dirty. We know to clean our glasses
Sure.
because our parents were doing it, and then you realize you clean them.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows he has decreased vision. Then you clean his glasses, he's like, holy shit, I can see better.
Yeah, it is true. That's fun, though. When Greg or Julia cleans my glasses, all of a sudden I can see. It's great. That's
Well,
fun. Yeah.
that is it. I think you're right, but there's also an element with Anthony of you're a bit of a superhero. You've got this superhuman power.
Sure.
That
Go on.
that seemingly unlivable things for other people. Like glasses fog to the point of not being able to see. Most people are horribly bothered by that. It doesn't even register for you. You just
Doesn't
say,
even
well, this
exactly.
is what I see now.
Exactly. It doesn't even register. That's exactly what it is. I go, this is it. This is my lot now. Can't see that well. Okay.
You got to clean your glasses because it shows other people something that you don't want to tell them. Because I see a guy with dirty glasses, I go, this guy doesn't even care about sight. You know, like, how am I going to put my trust in him? He doesn't even care about seeing. So I got
Just one of the fundamental basic.
Yeah. You know, I mean, but I know truly it's because
Yeah.
you like to be an underdog. You like ankle weights. You know, you go in blind and it make you work harder. And I respect that, but I don't think an employer is going to think that.
Yeah. Well, I do think, going back to Brandon's point, it's a bit of that where I just go.
What was his point? Reiterate. You can't just do that. People have already forgotten.
No, where I just don't notice. I don't notice a lot of stuff.
You don't notice? That's true.
I always hark back to this story of when he was learning to drive and just was driving in the midst of a crash with the median. You just drove. You just drove as you were scraping the median and didn't care.
No, I didn't. I thought it was okay. I thought I don't know. I just thought it was fine. I'm like I'm just like an animal that adapts to their situation immediately and then accepts whatever it is.
Now,
I don't think so.
Really?
You don't adapt. Fine. I think that you make the environment around you adapt to you.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good too.
Or no adapting happens, and just somehow you're not dead.
I think it's more of that. Where no adapting happens, I just accept whatever's been given to me,
fate.
And I live within those parameters.
Hole in my shirt. Well, that's who we are now.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Bed's on fire. I'll learn to adjust.
I had to sleep on the couch last night. And there was just a rotten garbage smell coming from our garbage.
I took it out.
Yeah, you took it out.
Yeah, because of the rotten garbage smell that I immediately said, this smells, let me take it out.
I just slept in it all night. I didn't change it or anything. I just thought, well, this is how it smells now. This is what I got to deal with.
Now, why did you sleep on your couch? Are the bugs back?
Oh, they're back. It was feeding time there last night.
Buddy,
they have turned on me. The alliance is broken. I don't know. I think it's a combination of bugs that are in there. I will be so upset if it's just bed bugs. If this pest control guy tomorrow doesn't come back and say you got one live snake in there, I'm going to be furious. Because it's got to be a number of things.
Didn't you hear the rattling?
Yeah. Yeah. There better be another guy in there who's biting me in the night.
I don't want to. You know this is making me very uncomfortable. You might have bed bugs?
No.
I would say 90% chance that I have them.
Oh, I don't like to be here. You think he's got the bugs?
No one else has been bit. I'm in his room. I checked his mattress.
Yeah. This is a very...
But we do have... There's definitely... First of all, this guy has to come. Because I got a mosquito net above my fucking bed. All right? I can't live like this.
On us.
But I saw, I checked out his room and all things.
It could be fleas.
Oh, I do think we may have fleas.
I can't be. This is like
these
torturous to me.
But you're also in the safe zone.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know bugs.
I'll
Look
tell
at
you
me
this right now.
All I got is this MRSA thing on my face.
Well, that's the other thing is
it's confined to my bed, whatever it is, and they seem to only be attacking me. So you don't have anything to worry about. So remember those two things: my bed, me. Are you me?
No.
Do you sleep in my bed? You're fine, dude.
Now, a couple of things. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast. Rate it. Review it. Follow us on Twitter at the Rad Dudecast.
Yeah.
And follow us on our Facebook group, the Rad Dudecast After Dark. Saying all that, I have to make a personal mea culpa, an apology.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
Lately, my own depression, my own issues with life, I haven't been properly promoting. Greg, the bulk of that's fallen on you, and I appreciate that. The tweets, the Facebook posts. I won't even mention him because all we expect from him is some sort of share or retweet of stuff we've already posted.
I'd like to talk about a podcast that's making about $10,000 a month on Patreon, and it does way less than we do. We could be living in golden sheets.
That thing is hard to figure out.
I'll get in there because now I've got a whole new life plan. Things are going great now. Well, one thing I do love.
You're a ray.
Yeah, you do seem ray of sunshine.
I'm wondrous.
Right.
One thing I love coming over here for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first reason I get to see my friends. I get to see my friends Greg and Anthony.
Of course,
James comes out sometimes. That's great. But the reason two.
All right.
You all right?
Yeah, I thought
you just had a
recording.
miniature seizure there. Oh, another thing. Send me pictures of you naked, man, woman.
Me?
I don't care. No, anyone on Snapchat or DM me on Instagram. That's Airbud EYREBUD on Instagram or Mr. Radical MISTERRADICAL on Snapchat. Send them all.
Yeah.
Whatever you got. I wanted to see your life.
Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
You're the only one who hasn't sent us naked pictures. Whoever you are listening. You're the one who isn't a true fan.
That's that old soupy sales trick. I probably talked about this on the podcast before, but this is one of my favorite old-timey stories about soupy sales. He was this kid's game show host. Is back in the day. And he's in the middle of the show, and he goes, "Okay, kids, now everyone go into your mom's purse and send Soupy $1." And then people did it, and he got in all kinds of trouble. My mom sent him $1.
So the other reason I love coming over here is because it's a little bit like a scratch-off lottery ticket where you win every time. Where you say, "What sort of skin infection will I run into this week?"
Yeah. Well,
That's
today I
true.
got 3.
Yeah, and
I got a
today-
bunch going too. I
you
don't
got-
even know them all.
Look at
Yeah, you got your foot. The psoriasis
foot's the worst it's ever
is
been.
not going great. You look like
Yeah.
that HBO show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got a facial thing. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I had it was an ingrown hair. That because I shaved. You know how you're supposed to shave?
Yeah.
So I literally said to myself, I go, they always say shave with the grain. Well, what happens when you don't? And I just went, I was shaving left, right, every which way. I was doing crisscross applesauce, any which way. Literally an hour later, I have a giant pain in my chin,
Yeah.
which is clearly an ingrown hair. I say, all
Yeah.
right, you'll be fine. Next thing I know, it's red as all hell, and I got a goiter, and it's infected. And I go to the doctor, and she goes, Jesus Christ. I have never seen such an infection. We might have to send you in the hospital. I almost had to go to get a IV antibiotic. She said, no, we're going to put you on this other one. And I didn't. And I took 3 days to start taking the antibiotic. So that's on me. That's on me. But I started yesterday night.
Well, you look good.
Do I? I don't look good.
Now, what we did today.
Oh, I had one thing about a goiter. Can I talk about it?
You had a
Yes.
thing about a goiter?
Yeah. Well, my grandfather had a big goiter when I was growing up, and he used to always eat these waffles. So I thought you got goiters from eating waffles.
Yeah.
And I loved waffles, but I was like really
You gotta be
conscious
careful, sure.
of,
Keep it-
anytime
yeah.
I ate one too many, I'd check my neck for bumps.
Yeah, I had a great uncle or something in Ireland. I forget his name, but he just had a big. It's funny what you remember from when you were a kid. He had a big growth on his knee, like a big hanger of some sort.
Yeah,
I guess a
yeah.
goiter. But like to this day, I can't remember that guy's. I can't remember his face. I can't remember his name.
Right.
I remember 2 things. I remember vividly. I can see the goiter on his knee, and I can see the turtle that. He had a pet turtle that lived in his backyard that just didn't have a cage or anything. It just lived there. And then it left.
I just took off.
Yeah, it left one day. He had it for about 30 years.
You think you could catch it?
Well, he didn't know where it went. I think it probably went somewhere to die.
The turtle?
Yeah.
Did
Turtles
they do
do that.
stuff like that?
I found a
Every
turtle
animal.
one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a turtle one time. We were on vacation, and I walked by the house. And I said, what a good look charm. His turtle's coming right up to the house. And then I walk out, and he's still standing. I'm like, man, this guy must be loving this place. Then I go, maybe he's pregnant. Maybe I need to bring him somewhere else, or maybe he can't walk. I get close. His eyes had rotted out, and his turtle shell was just there, and his neck, and he was dead. They just go places, and they just die, and that's what it was.
Right. Nobody's putting down turtles.
I would.
Yeah.
I'll rip him right out of his shell, whip him around, and throw him into the
You
sun.
can't tell. Here, they're so slow. They're so slow and quiet.
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is why
They
you're-
are quiet.
This is why you're not putting down turtles, because they're so
Yeah.
slow and quiet. Like with the dog, if he needs to be put down, you know, you can tell he's in
Right,
pain.
right,
He's
right,
whimpering.
right, right.
He's breathing hard. With the turtle, how the hell could you know?
That's
They
true.
just sit there anyway.
They
So it's
always
like-
look old.
Yeah, they always look old. They're born old.
No, I love but I love to kill a turtle because you get your confidence up. You can't kill like a beast until you start small. So usually I take
Right.
I like to grab a turtle, throw them into the sun, and then I go, all right, I feel confident now, right? Then I get a rat, and I tie their tails together, and I use them as bolos to catch a bear. Then when because you can't just go right at a bear.
Yeah.
And then I wrestle him around, and then eventually you work up to a man.
Did I tell you about
What's your end game? Where are you stopping?
Yeah.
Well, you stop at man. Man is the best prey. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
So after I've killed a few guys, it's just kind of like, well, now what? I'm waiting for something bigger to come along. I'm waiting for genetics to enhance so that I can get like a bear man.
I developed this week. I actually clarified in my mind my feelings of what type of serial killer I respect.
Ooh, yeah. Let's get into this. Which one?
This is where I drew the line, and because I was thinking to myself, and I said, "There's no serial killer. They all prey on the weak."
Yeah.
I respect a serial killer. If you're serial killing by murdering grown men in hand-to-hand combat,
Yeah.
then I respect you. You have a demon.
Yeah.
You've been born that way, but you take it out with justice and in a dignified manner.
Justice. That's the thing. You don't really see these serial killers who are killing bad people.
Well,
that's
the whole Dexter phenomenon.
But that doesn't really happen as much as you'd want it to.
Well, because it's tough to find bad people, really.
Easy. You hold the door. If they don't say, that's how when I'm at the train and then someone doesn't hold the door, then I follow them around for a few weeks.
Short leash. Huh? Just
if they don't say thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I get crazy.
Now, going back to your dead turtle story, I have a story I never told on the podcast.
What?
I was in a lake when I was about 11, right? And it was like you could swim in there. And I caught a big old fish. It was a carp. Caught it with my bare hands.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, and I caught a fish with my bare hand, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm holding it up, and I'm going, I must be lightning quick. Nobody can catch a fish with their bare hand.
Oh, boy.
Turn the fish over. Just the whole side of it rotted out. It was still alive, but it had some sort of fish cancer that this thing couldn't swim. That's why I could catch it, because it was dying.
Yeah.
It was dying.
Yeah, you don't want to eat one of those.
Well, I ate it
No.
raw. I ate it raw, dog.
Like the penguin.
Oh, the penguin, that's disgusting.
I've always said, how did nobody know?
That he was crazy.
He was not the penguin.
Well, that's what you say. Look what Trump's doing. I bet if Trump ate a raw fish on TV, no one would care.
He was eating raw fish on town hall meetings.
Yeah.
And people were like, I wonder if that guy, first of all, he's a weird looking guy to begin with. Then he's eating raw fish. People are going, I wonder who the penguin is. Yeah. You don't think it might be him?
You don't think it might be the raw fish guy that is just abhorrent to your eyes.
Looking.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Really like a penguin.
Yeah.
No, much worse than a penguin. A penguin's a cute
I don't know. He's waddling around.
Yeah.
He's got
flippers for
raw
hands.
Fish. He's got flippers for hands.
3 fingers he had.
We'll look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Let's make this guy mayor.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I mean, like, that's one where I go, you know what, Gotham City, you reap what you sow on that one.
Dude.
I mean, that's like your own fault a little bit.
If you think about it, Max Schreck, remember Max Schreck?
Who's that?
Max Schreck was Christopher Walken's character in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who was pushing Penguin to be
Yes.
mayor.
Yes.
That's Breitbart.
Yeah, that's
That's
Bannon.
Bannon. Then we got the Penguin. Who's Batman? Me, I think.
I think you.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's you.
Maybe
I would say it's definitely
Batman.
you. I would say
Yeah.
it's definitely you. Now, we started today. My plan was to come in here. I said, we're going to take the Briggs-Myers personality test.
Oh, so that was the Briggs-Myers.
Technically, I think it's a Briggs-Myers model.
Oh,
I think
okay.
for the Briggs-Myers,
Yeah.
you have to pay Briggs and Myers. You know what I mean? You got to get into
How
their
much you think?
institute. Probably a lot, not
More.
a couple thousand something.
Ooh.
Wow. I don't know that for
Are
sure,
they
but
to get actual Briggs and Myers?
yeah. Now they've based. So we all took this personality test, and I found it fascinatingly accurate. Okay, there were 74 questions.
Yeah.
That we all answered. And now let me tell you, Anthony, because you weren't here. Let me tell you what Greg got. I find it fascinating. I think it's like pretty dead on. Greg is an ENTP. Okay, that's his now. So for the Briggs-Myers, you get these like 4-letter things. If you guys ever hear people talk about that, the name of his personality is the inventor. Okay?
Yeah, I would say that.
I love
Only
inventor.
5 to 10% of people share his personality type. Now listen to this description, and I really think it fits him to a T. He's creative, resourceful, and intellectually quick. He's good at a broad range of things. He enjoys debating issues and may be into one-upsmanship. That's the only thing I don't think he is. He gets very excited about new ideas and projects, but may neglect the more routine aspects of life. I mean, I can't. This guy.
Yeah, wow.
He's building these beautiful figgies.
Yeah.
And he's neglected a rot on his face for 3 days. It couldn't be more.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's generally
That's kinda funny.
outspoken and assertive. Definitely true.
Yeah.
You enjoy people and are stimulating company. That nailed
well,
it.
that's easy.
Yeah.
Everyone does that, though.
You have an excellent ability to understand concepts and apply logic to find solutions. I think, first of all, this ENTP inventor that you are is you are a rationalist by nature. I think it's a wonderful personality to have, and I also think it fits you.
I don't like this 5 to 10%, though. I thought I was more a 1%er.
Well,
See, there's a lot of people.
yeah, that's
to
the
be
thing.
in
But
that.
I thought I was a snowflake. Individual.
Yeah, but you are compared. I mean, it's just numbers. You know what I mean?
Beautiful individual.
I wonder if they're like, what's the 1%? Whatever that personality is like. If you're not the 1%, and you're probably the craziest person I've ever met. I wonder what that person's like.
Well, this is you are you okay?
Oh my God!
What's the matter?
It's
the thing,
oozing
it
pus.
You can see
Oh
it?
yeah, it's bad. You broke that puppy.
Yeah,
open.
you
Somebody give me a
broke that.
give me a napkin.
Oh, this might be the. Oh boy, something. It's coming out like a.
Give me a napkin. I can feel
Get him
it.
a napkin. Oh boy, his
You gonna
face
throw up?
exploded. Yeah, I might throw up. Oh boy,
Don't look away. Look away.
I gotta look away.
Look away.
Now
That hurt. That was an accident. I just touched it.
Oh god.
Yeah, this doesn't bother me, but it hurts like a motherfucker.
I don't like the squeezing part of it, but I can look at pus coming out.
Now-
I don't really care about that.
Oh God,
Anthony-
I'm sorry, fans at home.
Is an INFP. Your Briggs,
Infa.
your Myers-Briggs name is a healer.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you are an idealist by nature. 15 to 20% of people share this nature. You're
That's right.
quiet. You're quiet, reflective, and idealistic. All true, I would
that's
say.
pretty good.
You're interested in serving humanity. You have a
yes.
well-developed value system which you strive to live in accordance with.
Oh, my tiered value system. I don't talk about that enough.
You are extremely loyal. All true. You are adaptable and laid. Now, this, I think, is the most telling. This is perfect. You're adaptable and laid back unless a strongly held value is threatened.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
Now, listen to this. Usually, talented writers have this.
Huh.
Very interesting. You're mentally quick and able to see possibilities. You're interested in understanding and helping people.
Yeah,
I think this is a dead on.
That's pretty dead on.
This is interesting. Now, I was a ISFJ. The problem is I didn't save. I'm a nurturer and a protector. I didn't
That's
save
true.
the same type of description you guys saved. So let me find another one. I fucked up, man. Let me see if I can find where it says.
I gotta
it.
pause this
Why?
because I'm oozing.
Oh, it's good though. Keep ooze through it.
I gotta put a warm compress.
Oh. All right. Let me
you guys
get,
talk.
I'll get that going.
What?
I'll get the warm compress going.
No, I don't.
This is now a lot of podcasts. You're not going to find one of the guy.
Don't pause it. All right. How are you gonna get a warm compress, Anthony? What is he even gonna do?
So
He's
I'm
gonna
a
get a towel.
ISFJ. I'm a protector. Okay.
All right.
This says I'm quiet, kind, and conscientious. Can be depended on to follow through. Usually puts the needs of others above my own needs. Stable and practical, you value security and traditions. Well-developed sense of space and function. Rich inner world of observations about people. Extremely perceptive of others' feelings and interested in serving others. Is that correct, do you think?
Yep.
Oh, poor Greg, man. His face, there's just a chunk coming out of his face. It's not good. You all right, man?
I don't know. It hurts like a hell.
This is good. This is not good.
Give me like a bowl or something. What are you doing? How are you doing it? A paper towel?
Did you put any water on it?
In what? You put it in the microwave? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, all right. But leave it in like a bowl so that I can not have to hold it the whole time.
But I think this thing nailed all of our personalities, kind of.
What kind of jobs did it say I'm good for?
I don't think it said any jobs.
So Anthony's a writer, and I'm what, a schmuck?
Yeah, it didn't say shit about me for jobs either. It didn't even say I was a good
What
comedian.
percentage was Anthony?
15 to 20%.
Oh, good. He's so much more like everyone else.
Let me find the.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let me find the.
I don't care. I don't think you're like anyone I've ever met in my life.
Well,
Yeah, huh? That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Did I come
That's
through?
the opposite of cool. That is burning hot.
You said a warm compress.
Warm.
Did I ever tell you guys what my uncle used to make me do when I would get black and blues? I would get like a jam a finger in basketball.
Yeah.
He used to stick my hand in boiling hot water to drain the blood out of my hand.
Boiling.
And if I started crying, he would call me a little baby.
Yeah, well.
wow, that's not great.
No, he
The
was
boiling
a
I don't,
shit
but
guy.
little baby I do agree.
Oh, jeez.
That's burning hot, dude.
I'm the most common type.
What?
According to this other
Not to
thing,
me.
ISFJ is the most common. Let me see.
Well, how common am I?
What did you say you were?
You were 5 to 10%.
No,
I
but
was
this-
15 to 20%.
This thing has. I'm finding a website with different ones. What was yours called, Greg? EN what?
I gotta look.
I'll look.
We may have to pause.
No, we're not pausing. We got to fight through this.
All right, someone has to talk about something interesting then, because I gotta take a break.
You're an ENTP. ENTPs. You're 3.2% of the population, according to this.
Is that high or low?
That's very low. I'm the
That's-
highest. I'm 13.8% of the population. This is horse shit. It can't be true.
But you got to also take into account, and then you break it down by race and gender. So then if you do that, then you're even less.
The most rare is INFJ. They're only 1.5%.
Who's an IMFJ? Who's a famous IMFJ?
I don't know.
Oh, they should say famous ones.
Yeah.
We should put this on our Facebook or even the Rad Dude thing and let everyone fill it out, and then we'll know who everyone is.
Well, yeah, the Myers-Briggs has been around forever. Or at least
Yeah.
Why doesn't everyone take it in grammar school?
Well, because I think it's like, it's not really, I mean, what are you going to do with it? You know, like, it's mainly just telling you how you are. It's like, that's not very...
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, true.
I didn't know I was a one-upmanship person.
But that's what I think is harmful about it. Is like, you're not a one-upful person.
Not only
these
am I
are
one-up version,
generalities.
but I'm a great lover.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the one-up. It's not in a negative way. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're great, especially on radio, when someone has a story, and then you're like, I have a story about
Yes.
that. You know what I mean? So it's not so much a one-upsmanship as much as it's like, I want to join the party here with something that relates to what you're saying.
Who wants to throw up?
No, I'll take a
Oh,
look.
Jesus, Greg! Oh, Jesus!
Did you see it?
Oh, God!
That's crazy, man.
It's pulling the pus out of your face.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
Ah! Don't do that! Oh,
Well, what do I do?
please.
What do I do?
Don't show me! Don't show me! Just hold the towel.
Come on, let me
it.
take a look.
You must look away.
I'll take a look.
I gotta take a picture of it, Anthony. Take a picture and put it on the Twitter.
phone.
Oh my God, dude!
Oh, God, Anthony, use Greg's phone.
Dude,
Take a
it's
picture
like
of this and put it on their Twitter.
Oozing pus.
Holy shit! Put this on.
Oh, my God,
Put this
I'm
on
gonna
our
throw up.
Twitter.
It takes me forever.
I don't
to
want
take
this on
pictures.
Twitter. I don't want this in my life.
Oh my God, Greg's face is oozing.
Where's your camera?
What personality type does it mean when you can't look at a guy's face oozing?
Here, Greg, lift your thing up. There you go. Well, that doesn't really do it justice, but here, let me take a...
Yeah, get real close.
Don't tell the fans. Our fans aren't these kind of fans.
Oh,
That is true.
God. Oh.
We have some female listeners. I don't... Not that, some
dude,
females
I'm
don't
really-
enjoy...
Don't look, don't
a
look.
nice thing of pus.
I'm going to throw up.
Every girl I've ever dated
I'm gonna
loves
throw
to
up.
pop my pimples.
What if my sense of humor goes away?
It might. That may have been where you were
I think
storing it.
comments like that keep you in the 5 to 10%.
That may have been where you were storing
I think
it.
observations, I think serious inquiries like that keep you in a small segment of the population.
You know, maybe get a Anthony under there. There might be smaller towels.
Get a mask. Get a full-face mask to put upon him so my eyes may not look.
Maybe if I take my bed sheets off.
No.
No, wrap his face in bugs? That's what you want to do? Well, this might be an instance where a bug is helpful.
That's what I mean.
At least it's
I don't
turning
know
to blood
what kind
now.
of bugs I got going in that
Yeah,
room.
this
Maybe
might be-
one of them will work out for you.
Like in The Gladiator when he tried to pick the maggots off his arm, and the guy said,
Exactly.
no, leave them. They're helping you.
Exactly.
Oh my God! At least it's just bleeding now.
Yeah.
Now, I got to say, have you guys seen Get Out?
No.
No, I'm
You
too
got
scared.
to see it. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna go
Oh.
see it tomorrow. I think Perlman and I are gonna go during the day tomorrow. I need because I was all excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see it. And then we watched a trailer for it, and I was like, fuck that.
It's wonderful. It's I walked out of
But
the theater
yeah.
sad because I said to myself, so if those of you at home that don't know, Get Out is the horror movie written and directed by Jordan Peele of Key and Peele, the comedy duo.
I wanna see
and
it.
I walked out of the theater sad, thinking, well, comedy has lost Jordan Peele. That's how good it is that I said
okay.
he's now one of
He's
the world's premier filmmakers.
Oh, wow.
That's how fucking good it is
Really?
that you're like, this is
Wow.
beyond. Why would he ever stoop to the level of
But I gotta be honest. Is this movie just white people are the worst?
no?
Oh, because that's how I got the thing. It's like, oh, white people kill all the black people, and
Well, yeah, but it's just this family. It's a bad. Oh, I won't
alright.
get into it. But
Okay.
yeah, no, you're not. It's not. You don't walk out of it feeling. I mean, certainly it's an allegory for.
I just can't anymore.
No, it's not like that.
All right. I
It's-
get it, but I just can't anymore.
yeah, no, I understand that.
I'm gonna go
just blood
see it
now.
tomorrow
Just-
during the day. That gives me enough time for other things to happen, so I won't have nightmares.
Well, then we also have to see. We've got to see
Logan.
Logan too, but Henry Phillips movie.
Oh,
Yeah, but I gotta pay to see that. Most movies I go and I sneak in.
No, we're gonna
But
pay
Henry
to see
Phillips,
Henry Phillips.
That's what I'm saying. I pay to see that.
Oh,
Henry Phillips
so
movie.
why
somehow
don't-
it's all cured.
I mean,
it's
I don't
totally
mind.
gone.
I'll go to a couple movies.
Yeah, we got to go to Henry Phillips because
Okay.
Joe List. Because I wanted to see it, and Joe List was. I was talking to Joe List last night, and he goes, it's crazy. I'm talking to comedians, and I can't get them to go to this movie, and he's like, It's a movie
about us.
made by a comedian, about comedian, made by not necessarily a famous comedian, about comedians that's super highly reviewed and has your friends in it. If you're not going to this, if you're not paying to go see this, then what are we fucking doing?
No,
what
totally.
Joe was saying. It's like, I mean, it's in a theater. It's one theater for 5 days.
He's super funny, and he was real nice to me at a restaurant once years ago.
Oh, I met him a few times. He's the best guy in the world.
Right.
The funniest, his first movie, Punching the Clown, was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
And so Punching Henry is the name of that movie. It's playing selectively, so if it's playing in a city near you, I would check it out. We're going to check it out. I'm going to check it out today. First of all,
going today?
I may. Yeah, I may.
Okay, I don't have enough time.
I don't have any money.
First of all, your face is cured. That's insane.
Dude, this rag is full of blood and green pus. That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
But this is cured. Keep a pressure on it.
I know I can't because there's this. I don't want to keep putting
now,
blood
I don't know
back
how
in the blood.
wounds work. That's either cured or it's about to get way worse. Because
What do
it
you
looks
mean?
perfect now.
Well,
but it's also lumping up under
so
there.
basically,
It's like a little inflamed, the area.
So what's in there is an infection.
Oh, he's going to tell us.
This would be good. This would be good.
What's in there is an infection, and all the infection needs to get out. So you're releasing some of the infection when you release the pus and blood, but there's probably a lot more under the surface. So it just needs to keep coming out naturally over time.
Now,
that was gross.
I need to point out something that we forgot to even talk about on the air.
What?
And this is great. Not a lot of podcasts have one guy just tending to their destroyed face. We got this message. Anthony got this message, and he shared it with us. It was wonderful. It was from a listener, a woman, and she was nervous walking home late at night.
Lydia.
That was Lydia?
No, but act like
I
it's
didn't
not
realize
Lydia.
that was from
Lydia.
But if you act like it's not Lydia, it sounds like we have other fans.
We do have other fans.
fans.
I didn't realize that.
We have more female listeners than we think.
Yeah, we do.
We have very attractive female listeners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which will not send me nudes now that I have just did this pus thing.
No, women like a man who's got pus and.
Also, I'm only kidding about the nudes thing. But am I?
Are we? But Lydia was walking home. She was nervous, and then she put on the Rad Dudecast and heard us singing the Beach Boys song. What were we singing?
I got you, babe.
Nope, that's not it. That's not a Beach Boys song.
We were singing.
Took a chance.
What Beach Boys song?
Round, 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 round.
I get around.
I get around,
round, round, round.
I get around.
I get around. He gets around. I've been. Now I don't even think that was it.
Ba 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 ba
ba ba ba ba ba ba ba.
Okay. Anyway, that was very nice of her. What did she say?
She just said it made her feel good, man. She was with the boys. She was with.
Yeah, she was walking down some alley in some shit part of town in Paris, France, and she started listening to the boys.
Let me say this, though. If you are walking in a dangerous alley and you're listening to Rad Dudecast, we can't actually help you.
No, in fact, you'd be better off not with earbuds in.
Yeah.
It's going to put you at a distinct disadvantage, frankly.
Yeah. If you're walking around laughing, though, you might look crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, too, I think maybe if we're voices that people listen to all the time, you're comforted by those voices. It's like comfort food.
No, right. But what Greg is saying is comfort doesn't help you if you're going to be killed. So listen to us, but also carry a weapon.
That, man.
Carry a weapon.
If you're real chill, I think that helps.
What if I paused it real quick and you just look to see if there's another rag and make me another warm compress? Because I feel not good.
I mean, you don't have to pause. I'll get another rag.
Let me talk to Brendan for a second.
Yeah, let's talk to this.
How gross was it? Tell me about how gross it was.
You know, dude, I don't have a stomach for that sort of thing. It was real gross. Like, now I'm looking at it, it's just a spot that's bleeding. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
If I could describe this to you at home, it looked
Don't describe it too much because I don't want to be turned off by my fans. I don't want to be labeled as the gross guy.
Okay, so I won't describe it too much, but it looked as if a yellow worm was escaping from your face. It was about the size of a pencil eraser, just slowly oozing out, like as if the toothpaste had sort of just dripped out of you. It was bad. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way it looked. It made me, and can I be brutally honest?
Yeah.
It made me hate you. It made me hate you
sorry.
in that moment.
I didn't know
what you did.
I understand it.
And now I love you. Now I'm looking at you and I love you.
Yeah.
I can say that. Yeah. I can say that I love you.
I love you too.
I would do anything for you.
Did I ever tell you the time in the hospital? This is a true story that a lot of people do. I had trouble telling this on stage because so many people didn't believe it because it's such a miracle story.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with most things.
Yeah.
I think it's the one though is vomit. Vomit and boogers for some reason will make me sick. There was a person who had he was so backed up that he had. They say that sometimes I don't know if this is exactly what's happening, but they say that you could vomit your own shit if you're so constipated. Okay. Well, erase that from your brain.
Okay.
Either way,
oh boy,
I'm with this guy. I'm trying to like.
No. Now it's funny, but he's talking about a guy who vomits his own shit.
I'm trying to talk to him.
Oh boy.
I'm with a nurse, and she's always like, "I don't do vomit well." She's like, "Anyway." She's like, she doesn't do vomit well. Anyway, he throws up, which immediately ignites me to throw up, which makes the nurse throw up. So all three of us threw up on this guy's legs. And we all just kind of looked at each other just like, yeah, we don't ever talk about this. We cleaned him up. We smiled. But with the three of us just had this like simultaneous puking sensation.
Am I throwing this out?
The garbage?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wash it.
Oh, all right.
I would
put it.
But I need a new rag is the problem.
Yeah, I would burn that. Oh, God, don't put it. Don't let it touch your normal stuff.
Just leave it in there for now. I'm going to wash it.
Rag out. Are you nuts? It's a pus blood rag. You can't get blood stains out of a white rag. All right, he's going to wash it. He says he's going to wash it.
No, I didn't tell him to wash it. Anthony, don't wash it. You could throw it out, I guess. Nice.
Now.
Yeah, another Anthony special.
Oh, this one you just took with your hands. Just throw that out. That's fine.
I heard the craziest story. I listened to these crime podcasts. Here, just let it drip on your shorts. It's just water now. It's not really dripping. And so this is bizarre.
Oh, yeah?
So I listen to these crime podcasts, right? I like just descriptions of crimes. I like to hear about crimes. I like to get in there.
I can't believe, real quick before you get into it, I can't believe for 3 days I've been doing this. Nothing has happened. As soon as we get in the podcast, it comes to a fruition and explodes.
That's great, though. I think that's what you needed.
It is what I needed, but did we
I
need it
wonder
on
if
the
it's
air?
the excitement, the blood flow.
But also, if it is an ingrown hair, what did they tell you, the doctor? Because you may have to find the hair and pull it. Because otherwise it might grow back.
Oh, you might be right. I don't know. I think she said that it'll find the pore will open.
Okay.
And it'll.
Mine normally do that. I get ingrown hairs all the time.
So
Really?
Yeah, when I'm covered in hair, I just get them
like
constantly.
So basically, this happened in England in 2003. They changed the names of everyone involved. And I'll get to the reason why it was a big crime. But first of all, so there's basically these two boys that were friends.
Okay.
And the one boy just manipulated the other boy in all types of manner through chat rooms. So the one boy, they called him Mark.
Okay.
Mark was 14. John was 16. Mark just manipulated John in all sorts of ways. John seems like he was a little bit slow, and Mark just manipulated him. The younger boy just manipulated him through the use of a million different chat room personalities. So first, he becomes this girl, and falls in, tricks John into thinking he's in love.
Right.
John's never met the girl, but then the girl tells John that she's been kidnapped. And the only way she's been kidnapped, and the only way, and then he comes on as the kidnapper talking to John, the only way I'll release her is if you make a video of yourself jerking off and showing showing your feet. So he does that.
Showing his feet?
Yeah, showing his feet and jerk. So he does that, sends it to the kidnapper, who actually was Mark.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then Mark says that. He releases her. Still, John never meets the girl. Then he invents another girl. He invents another girl who falls in love with John.
Horrible.
I mean, it's insane. And the whole time I'm like, John kind of deserved all this because this is crazy.
He seems like he might be mentally handicapped.
He must be, because then he invents this other girl who then gets taken by the government. The government then tells him the only way they're going to release her is if he goes to Mark's house and does sexual stuff with him all weekend.
Oh, this guy's a rapist.
Yeah, yes. So he goes and does that.
Brendan, I got to be honest. I don't know why you're laughing so hard as you're telling this story.
Because if you're 16 years old,
typical infobug,
and you're falling for the internet for twice, two different girls you fell in love with on the internet. Both kidnapped. One by the government, who for no particular reason says the only way they'll let her go is if you go to your friend Mark's house and do sex stuff with him all weekend.
Oh, maybe they were just in love, and this is the best way to get to it.
Well, so then they do that. He does that. And then the government writes back, no, we've killed her. Sorry, we killed her. You didn't do it in time. But we have discovered your friend Mark, who this is a government agent talking.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
And the government agent reveals herself to be a sexual woman.
Mm.
She like it's all funny. They were reading transcripts, and it's like all clearly written by a teenage boy.
Yeah.
But the government agent reveals that Mark, who actually is the
tits
government
are
agent,
huge.
yeah, Mark is actually a secret agent, and he's worth. They said something crazy like $567 billion.
Oh,
which
wow.
is nobody in the world is.
Sure.
And he says it's kept in a safe under the ocean that only the Queen and Mark know the code. And then this is where it gets really crazy. I mean, it's crazy the whole time. The lady, the British intelligence officer, who actually is Mark, the whole time goes. But Mark, who's this billionaire secret agent, he's just found out he has inoperable cancer. We don't want to allow him to suffer. You have to kill Mark. And this is Mark saying this.
Oh, my God.
You have to kill Mark. So John, they go through all this back and forth. John stabs Mark nearly to death in an alley. And then it turns out that Mark lives. And then they're both like hesitant to say what happened.
Yeah.
And then slowly all this came out. All this chat room history comes out. And it's like the whole thing was Mark like struggling with his sexuality and then deciding he wanted to commit suicide and deciding the best way to commit suicide was through his friend John killing him.
Wow.
Yeah, intense, right?
Is John gay, though?
No. I mean, I would imagine a little. I'm like, I don't know. He went
Like,
over
maybe
and
he
did
was
all that
kinda into
stuff.
it.
He's just loyal to his government.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
He wanted to meet this girl. He wanted to save a woman's life from
Mm-hmm.
being kidnapped, and then he was loyal to his government. No,
Yeah.
John's just a civil servant.
And they're both apparently, there wasn't a lot of info because they were minors. This was 2003. There wasn't a lot of info on what's happening now, but they both are apparently doing kind of well, like fine.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, they've moved on. To this day, Mark remains the only person ever convicted of inciting murder
On
when
himself.
the murder that he was inciting
Whoa.
was his own.
Oh, what a court case.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The plaintiff, the defendant. He's all in one.
He's the judge, jury,
He's the judge,
executioner,
jury, everything.
sexual deviant.
The case of Mark against Mark.
I just could. I know it's terrible. You're right. It is terrible. But I couldn't stop laughing when just the British government had kidnapped his fake girlfriend who he'd never met. At one point, this is why I think John was a few cards short of a deck. So he never met this woman.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, with a second woman that the British government had apparently kidnapped, she tells him, and they've kidnapped me, and I'm pregnant with your child. And he goes, I got to save this woman who's pregnant with my child. They've never met.
I don't know. I mean, look, I'm, obviously, who I am. But,
well, no, what?
Yeah, go on.
I don't know. When I was younger, I didn't know how things worked 100%. I could see myself. You make a convincing enough argument, 16-year-old me, I'll go with it.
And so
I don't know how potent I am.
And so then I just couldn't stop laughing. I know you're pointing out it is terrible, but when the government goes, and the only way we'll free her is if you go to Mark's house and do sex stuff with her.
Yeah.
Why would the government
That's a bit much.
want that?
Yeah.
Like, well, the government wants what the government wants.
Yeah.
You do that classic no cops.
Yeah.
You call the cops.
Yeah, this is great. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's
I always
crazy.
wondered. See, I have like these friends online that I never met.
Yeah.
That I wonder if like maybe it's the reverse. Maybe they're catfishing me in the way of like they're pretending to be my friends and I'm gonna meet them one day and they'll just be hot chicks who want to have sex with me.
Oh, that's great. A
You know?
reverse
Yeah.
catfish.
A reverse catfish. They come in as a friend because they know I'm in a relationship, a loving relationship.
Fish cat.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
then
truly a classic reverse because you know him from a toy, a figure group. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, I thought you were a fat, lonely guy in your parents' basement, but
Yeah.
you're a hot chick.
Yeah.
Who lives by herself.
And I came to meet you, and now you're trying to fuck me. That's not right.
Maybe they do that because they feel bad about who they are. Like, you're some hot girl. And
Yeah,
you're
no,
like,
they don't do that.
I can't tell the world about my custom Storm figurines. So then they pose as these action figure community people.
Yeah.
And then, you meet them and they want to, I just want a man to love me for me.
True.
Because
Yeah.
so many people are just loving hot women for the way that they look.
Yeah, that's true. There's so many weirdos in the group, too. A lot of real mean people. I'd like to give them all the personality quiz. See what they score.
Well,
I got some I like, and then I got some that are like, are
That's
you
going to be
serious?
tough. If you're every answer on the personality quiz, because the personality quiz can't just be like, look, pal, you got to clean it up. You're a real dickhead.
Yeah.
So it's got to like do roundabout ways of saying that.
Yeah.
You know, based on your answers.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
Well, I read this book once, and I forgot about it. I can't quite remember it, but it was about like diagnosing psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because like
Right.
part of being a psychopath is that they're usually like they know what you're up to.
Right,
like they
right,
know
right,
that
right.
they know what's normal. It's
Right.
not like they just think they're normal.
No.
They know what's normal,
Right.
so they know how to
imitate
it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very difficult where you're like they know how to disguise themselves. They know you're supposed to have feelings.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
like
Right.
but I don't know. A true psychopath is an interesting. But there apparently the other thing of this book was that I read, and it was a long time ago. It's called the Psychopath Test. If you want to check it out, I don't quite remember all the details, but the primary crux of the book was like, look, we identify psychopaths with serial killers and mass murderers. The truth is, like, a psychopath is rare, but it's not that rare. It's just that just because you're a psychopath doesn't mean like you want to kill things.
You can be like a psychopath with cereal.
Well, they were saying
you eat the same cereal every day.
They were saying a lot of a lot of extraordinary successful people, particularly in business,
Like those CEO
are
guys.
psychopaths
Yeah,
because
yeah.
because they have no. It means nothing to them to fire 500 people. Like
Right.
you know,
What's
there's
psychopath? Just no empathy?
no empathy, no real true feelings. I believe no ability to kind of distinguish.
Yeah, some of the best comedians are probably psychopaths. Well, the
Yeah.
problem is with them is that you can't read the audience. But so many times they'll just say anything
Yeah.
because they don't
Right.
care to a crowd. They just go, "Oh, I don't care whose feelings
And they
is
have
hurt."
just brazen confidence.
Yeah.
They
Brazen
have no
confidence.
self-awareness. Yeah, they're just like, they hate me. I don't give a shit.
Do
Yeah.
you think we could make ourselves into psychopaths?
No.
Damn it.
I care too much what people...
I
care
care
too
about.
much.
All,
Yeah.
That's all I care
But
about.
that's the problem. You gotta. If you didn't, you wouldn't care.
What do you mean?
So the problem, you can't because you care too much what people think.
Yes.
The psychopath doesn't. So you'd have to. So when you didn't, you wouldn't care anymore.
That probably makes sense.
It's
but
like
you
the gay
need to
thing,
slow it
right?
down for me.
Gay guys are always. People are always like, "I'm afraid of being gay." Why?
Yeah.
I don't like dick. Yeah. Well, once we
Right.
make you gay, you're gonna love
You're
dick.
right.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
You know what I mean?
right,
So if we
right,
made
right.
you a psychopath,
Oh, I see.
Then I'd be into it.
Exactly.
But you'd have to fry some stuff in there.
yeah,
love
I got
the
electric
fly
wires.
Fritz around.
We got that fly swatter you have. I
Yeah.
touch Anthony's brain with that.
I might do that at 50. Rearrange some wires in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How? With a needle and a knife?
Yeah, some kind of bolt. Like a big bolt.
Yeah.
Maybe like some kind of big shock.
Yeah.
Rearrange some wires, go through the rest of my life. Whatever.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Oh. The bus. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not a psychopath, but I wouldn't want to be one because I think it's
No.
better for other people to
No.
like when people care about them.
Yeah.
That's why these politic guys. I'm just going to try to talk through the fact that Brendan's dying.
You want a glass of water? I'm going to get you a glass of water.
Something went down the wrong tube.
What tube? Your butthole? A lot of
Thing
medical.
go down the wrong tube. Piece of my nicotine lozenge went down.
Oh, hands up! You got to put your hands up. You know that, right? Hands up. If you're ever choking, you put your hands up. Yeah, it opens up your ways. You know what I mean? So. Oh, here's James. We're still recording, James. So if you're gonna talk, you gotta talk into the
I
microphone.
know you're still recording.
No, that's what I'm saying. How
Hey,
you doing,
guys.
James? We never have James on.
Hey, man,
He's here in his underwear.
I'm here, man. Third Mike Johnson. That's my name.
Third Mike Johnson. Here,
Okay,
just
buddy,
take this.
I have no clothes on.
You look great. Can I say? I'm sorry, I'm choking here. Anthony went to get me some water.
Can you pull your underwear
body
up
looks
for the love of
great.
God?
What?
Pull your underwear up.
Nah, keep your underwear where you
Man,
want
you
it.
need to know that there's a little booty hole there, baby.
I'm seeing just the top of your pubes there.
Just the
Got a
top
great
of the
bush.
pubes.
Well, you know my story is about the
What?
What's that?
JFK, John F. Kennedy,
Uh-huh.
great president, right?
Yeah.
He once said that if you have a gift, you must share it with the world.
Oh, and
I got good pubes.
you got
That
great
guy's got
pubes.
great
I'm not going to
pubes.
give them to the world.
Give
Give
them to the
the
world.
The world needs them, baby.
This is what we're gonna have. This is the first time you've ever truly mic'd up, I believe.
I'm mic'd up.
Now we're gonna get a lot of requests. People are gonna love this. People love to hear from you.
What do they want? A request of his pubes?
No, say more James on the podcast.
No one's ever said that.
I've
I
said
barely
that.
exist on the goddamn thing.
Well, no, you're not on it, but now you're on it.
We talk
So
about
no
you every
one's asked.
episode.
I've gotten cereal and shit.
That's because
in
we
the
only have 3
background.
mics.
Yeah, we only have
baby.
3 mics.
But now you're filling in.
This ain't a WWE broadcast booth. You don't need 16
Oh,
people.
that being said, though, we have 4 mics. We only have 3 mic wires. So all we really need is a fourth white
We'll
wire.
get a wire. You're in here.
The fourth
I mean, we only have 2 chairs.
Yeah, you kind of. You
So
can't have members of the Beatles.
Anthony stands.
I'm not Yoko.
True.
I stand so I don't fall asleep.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
Got any plugs?
Man, my schedule's up in the air right now.
Or
I'm
you guys wanna keep
negotiating a
talking?
thing for Lexington, Kentucky, in a couple weeks, but they won't get back to me. So I'm not sure, but I'll keep you updated on that. What about you? You plugging? You plugging or you chugging?
Yeah, something in March.
What do you got going sexually?
Oh, March 22nd.
He's got a giant penis.
What?
You don't know about this?
The Wild
You got
Hog.
a wild hog?
Yeah, the wild hog, man.
What we talking inch-wise?
It's very big.
How big?
I don't know. I know by the noises that the women make.
If you say that, no one will ever sleep with me because they'll know that you hear me.
But they make good noises.
I don't know.
They go-
People might, you
James, nobody listens to us, so it's all right.
know. No, we do have listeners.
We do have a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got any plugs?
March. Yeah, I got the only one important is I'm going to plug hard is March 22nd. I'm in Nyack, New Jersey, the Palisades Mall at Levity Live. I'm headlining.
Oh, that's
No,
New
it's in
York.
New York.
Yeah.
It's in New York. I said New Jersey. If you're from New Jersey, you're from New York. You come. So March 22nd. That's a big one because it's like my home club, and so it'd be nice to have some Rad Dude fans come out to that. I would love for you guys to come out to that.
Oh, I'll be at. So say that again. What? March 22nd. That's a
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Levity Live in West Nyack. Get your tickets at levitylive.com, I would imagine, or something like that. Next, the 8th, I'll be in Philly at Helium.
Oh, nice.
Next Wednesday. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Want more water?
No, I'm okay. I'll get it after the cut. Next Wednesday at the 8th, I'll be at Helium in Philly. Some kind of showcase show. I think I'm closing it out.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, and the 18th.
Red Dead.
The 17th through the 19th of March, I'm opening for Joe List at Side Splitters in Florida. I don't know if we have any Florida
Yeah,
fans.
Tampa.
Yeah, I've never
sure
been there, but I'm with
we got some
Joe's.
people.
I mean, I think a lot of our fans also like Joe List.
Yeah.
So
That'll be
that'd
fun,
be
man.
a great
That'd
time.
be a lot of fun.
Bring me a
James,
some
you got any
action
plugs?
figures.
I mean, I'll be around New York City. I mean, if girls want to hang out and have Anthony hear you, sleep with me.
Sometimes I'm not home, so you got a decent chance.
Yeah.
You got a 50-50.
Yes or no?
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I might not be home, but the spiders will be there. So
I'm worried that the
I'll be
spiders
hearing
will
you.
start coming into my room. I don't got no room for spiders.
No.
these things are they only like me.
They're lazy.
They're lazy. Yeah, they are lazy.
They only like pure-blooded Italians.
I think so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about them coming in your room. They're
Please get
very
off my bed,
localized.
Anthony.
What?
Just get off the bed.
Why'd you yell at him? I was just on your bed.
Yeah, you can be on my bed. You don't have a room full of spiders in your bed.
What do you think? He's got a pocket full of spiders?
Yeah, that's what I call him, Anthony Pocket Full of Spiders. He's also leaning on my clean clothes.
Oh, that is fair.
Yeah, but he's in clean clothes.
It is. Brendan, you want to say
Clean as
goodbye?
these
What are you
get,
doing?
You know.
I'm choking, man.
You want me to impersonate Brendan?
All right.
All right, this is the B-Dog. I will be in Lexington Tuesday through Tuesday. And all right. Everything's great, guys.
This one's really haphazardly falling apart.
Is it just you and I now?
It's just you and I.
Great.
Shut the door.
Shut the door. All right.
We got about 8 minutes.
8 minutes? 8 minutes of party time.
Yeah, 8 minutes of party time.
Oh,
But I'm not my 100% because my face is killing me. How does it look?
I mean, I think it looks fine, man. You're just bleeding. It's just a trail of blood that's coming down
Really?
from your chin to your chest.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
How far does it go down? my chest?
Almost to the collar of your shirt.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't get weird.
Me either.
The
Medical
sight
stuff's
of
fine.
blood or pus doesn't freak me out. The popping of things, that freaks me out. Needles freak me out. Sawing off like a man's bone freaks me out.
Yeah. Sure. That's a usual one.
Yeah. A broken limb, I can't take that. Like, people would watch those old skateboard videos,
No.
and the knees, the bone would pop out of the shin, and they'd be like, whoa, isn't that rad?
No.
Well, I got a problem.
No.
What?
I ran into somehow through just a hole of different links I was clicking on. I got into this Reddit, this subreddit that was just people dying on camera.
Oh, God,
And it
I
was
can't
like,
do
I
that.
couldn't
No.
watch, but I also could not watch
Uh-huh.
once I saw it. It was just brutal, dude. It was
Yeah.
fucking. It's like, why am I watching?
I
this?
can't do that.
This shouldn't be allowed. This is disrespectful. Like,
Yeah, like they ran all that footage that news reporter.
oh god.
And then that other person, that thing that happened in Russia. Was it
Right.
that Russia or
Yeah.
Eastern Europe or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Where that guy in the gallery just shot
Yeah,
that
Jesus, dude.
diplomat of sorts?
Yeah.
How about
can't watch
speaking of
that
that?
shit.
And I know we're at the end, but talk about like movie style international intrigue. The way they just killed Kim
Jong-un.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know how that went down?
The footage of that?
Not just the footage. You know what they told the woman?
Oh, there was a prank show.
They told the woman who killed him that it was a
Yeah.
prank show. They go, "You're going to be spraying baby oil in people's faces
Yeah.
for $50."
And, dude, the
And
nature
Yeah.
of... Because we've watched these Japanese,
Yeah.
Asian prank videos. The nature of them, it makes total
Yeah.
sense.
And it was nerve gas that she sprayed, and he
Yeah.
died in 20
He died
minutes.
within 20... Yeah.
And so she only got but you're only gonna spray one person.
What she's like? I guess they just approached her and was like, "This is the first." I mean, we don't know for sure. She could have been.
That's a great
She
excuse.
could have been involved in it. Hard to say,
It
but I
seemed-
don't think so. I think that's the way they removed themselves from the situation. Is they just told her that, and then they dipped.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Well,
way, they're never on camera. I don't really know, but
Wow.
We've probably talked about this on the podcast, but that one Japanese... Have you ever seen that video, the one Japanese prank, where this guy goes in for a job interview
Oh yeah.
with another...
yeah.
Just going in for a job interview with an interview. All of a sudden, there's a bullet that comes flying through the window, shoots the job interviewer in the temple. Now bullets are everywhere. The guy is ducked under the desk. It's a goddamn sting operation. He still wants a job. Like, he's just a guy on an interview, and then afterwards the guy pops out and he's like, "That's a prank. It's fine. Like, whatever." And the guy's like in tears. He's shaking and like he's fine with it or whatever. But that's still a man who went in for a job.
Yeah. Worst case, he's still like, I still need a job.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He has to go.
This is the only
home.
interview I had all weekend.
Exactly.
It was a prank show.
His wife is like, had the interview go, and he's like, "Well, first of all, no interview. Second of all, it was a fake mass shooting that I had to witness as well."
it's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Well, remember we talked about it on the podcast before. Remember when the fucking guy who invented candid camera was on a flight from New York to Cuba, and it got hijacked. New York to Miami.
yeah.
And it
Oh,
got
that's
hijacked.
crazy.
And everyone on the flight sees him and just goes,
Classic.
"You're not going to get us." And then when they found out it really was being hijacked,
Yeah.
they all got mad at him. Because they go, like, in their minds, like, "No, seeing you made me think it wasn't real. Now it's real. Fuck you."
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there like, "Well, I'm hijacked."
Yeah. Also, you ever see this one? There's a Japanese guy goes into a bathroom. All of a sudden, the walls fall out
that's a good
around,
one.
and he's on skis, and the bathroom just slides down a mountain.
Yeah, down a mountain.
That's like, how did that guy not dead?
Yeah.
That's not a prank.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We go hard.
Oh, and I think I got some plugs.
Okay.
What's it called? I am doing I'm doing my first ever 2.5 hour set at the Inventory Museum in Toledo, Ohio. That is August 15th.
Do you think you'll ever take your career seriously? Will you ever try and succeed in show business? Fine. Go to the Inventory Museum in Toledo, Ohio, August 15th.
Yes.
Where can they get their tickets for that, Anthony DeVito?
You can go Ticketmaster. They
Great.
should be up on Ticketmaster.
Great.
I got an email this morning that the venue holds 35 seats, so get them fast.
Not a lot of inventory on seats.
Oh no! Well, mainly the room is filled up with inventory.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of room for other things. And then I think we're doing a show in Hartford at some brewery, Two Roads Brewery at the end of March.
Okay, I'll tell him about this one because this is real.
Everything you say has been discounted. as
Yeah,
fake.
we are doing one. Where? Oh yeah, on the 25th of
I'd love
March.
to be involved in some of these co-headlining things you guys have, but
This
that's
isn't a co-headlining. I think we're doing 10 minutes each.
I'd open. Oh, is that with?
Yeah.
I won't. I don't.
No, you love him. We all love him.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
And Brendan,